Welcome to your Saga Oasis. For many people, marriage is a happy milestone in life, but for others, just the thought of getting married can cause real fear and panic. You might be surprised to learn that this fear of marriage is not rare and is becoming increasingly common in today's society. Let's explore this topic together. What is the fear of marriage? This condition, known scientifically as gamophobia, is a psychological state where a person feels extreme anxiety or fear when thinking about marriage. This fear can stem from various causes and can significantly impact the person's life and relationships, especially in today's society. With the growing emphasis on freedom and independence, many people feel that marriage is unnecessary. They tend to avoid discussions or situations related to marriage. Kim is an attractive Asian woman with a cheerful, energetic, and vibrant personality. She loves her job and gets along well with her friends and colleagues. This year, Kim turned 30, but she still hasn't a boyfriend. Her parents and relatives are very worried, but whenever they bring up the topic and urge her to get married soon, Kim suddenly gets angry and avoids the subject. Particularly, there have been times when her parents forced her to go on a blind date or tricked her into coming home to meet someone. Kim reacted very strongly. She refused to talk to the man, and if her parents scolded her or spoke harshly, she would often cry loudly, break things, and leave. In the famous book Eat, Pray, Love, author Elizabeth Gilbert shared about her broken marriage and her fear of getting married again after her divorce. Gilbert went through a long period of feeling anxious and scared at the thought of committing to someone forever. Similarly, actress Jennifer Aniston shared in People magazine about her anxiety when thinking about marriage, especially after her divorce from Brad Pitt. Aniston felt that the idea of committing forever to one person was an overwhelming pressure. Although she has had several relationships since then, moving towards marriage has always been a significant challenge for her. David, a 35-year-old man living in New York, is a typical and severe example of gamophobia, the fear of marriage. As a child, David witnessed a marriage full of conflict and violence between his parents. These childhood memories deeply stuck in his mind, leading him to develop a profound fear of marriage. As an adult, David has had many romantic relationships, but none lasted more than a year. Whenever a relationship became serious, or when the woman he loved suggested a long-term commitment, he would feel anxious, panic, and often end the relationship abruptly, leaving both himself and his partner in distress. Moreover, David experiences other severe symptoms of gamophobia, such as sweating, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and difficulty breathing when faced with conversations about marriage. He also frequently has nightmares about being trapped in a marriage with someone. Causes of gamophobia. 1. Childhood trauma. Witnessing an unhappy marriage during childhood can leave a lasting impact. Children who see constant conflict, abuse, or a painful divorce between their parents may develop a fear of marriage. This can lead to negative thoughts about marriage as they grow up, making them less inclined to start a family of their own. 2. Past breakups and divorces. Negative experiences in previous relationships can also contribute to the fear of marriage. Someone who has been through betrayal, deceit, or divorce might develop a fear of long-term commitment. These experiences can create a mental block against starting anew with someone else. 3. Family and societal pressure. In many cultures, marriage is a significant milestone, seen as a sign of maturity and stability. Unmarried individuals, especially those of mature age, often face questions and pressure from family, friends, and society. This pressure can lead to feelings of being forced to live by others' expectations or rules they dislike, even if they are not ready or willing to marry. They may fear judgment, disdain, emotional abuse, or isolation if they do not conform to these norms. 4. Psychological issues. According to psychologists, individuals with psychological disorders are often not ready for marriage. Those with psychological disorders usually have low self-esteem and lack self-confidence. They may feel unworthy of love or incapable of maintaining a long-term, happy relationship. Another factor is the fear of rejection and hurt. People with depression or anxiety are often sensitive to rejection and easily hurt in relationships. The idea of marriage, with all its commitments and responsibilities, can amplify their fear of rejection and hurt. Marriage also requires cooperation, sharing, and resolving numerous conflicts, from in-law relationships to family finances and child rearing. However, individuals with psychological issues may feel overwhelmed and incapable of facing these challenges. How to overcome the fear of marriage. If you have a fear of marriage, but find yourself not struggling with living independently, there's no need to worry too much. However, if you still long for a family, but are held back by anxiety and insecurity, you need to find a solution. Distorted thoughts about marriage can inadvertently rob you of your happiness. Moreover, the fear of marriage can make it difficult to build relationships with others. Prolonged loneliness can increase your risk of facing psychological disorders if not addressed in time. Step 1. Love yourself more. It is the most important step. People with a fear of marriage often experience persistent anxiety, insecurity, low self-confidence, and sometimes self-blame. Unlike those who are happily single, people with this condition tend to isolate themselves and may exhibit self-destructive behaviors. Therefore, the first step to overcoming gamophobia is to love yourself more. Start by eating a balanced diet, working, resting adequately, exercising daily, and getting enough sleep. Step 2. Seeking help from family, friends, and support groups can help reduce the fear of marriage. You can join groups where people share and learn from others with similar experiences. This not only helps you feel less alone, but also provides practical strategies and advice. Additionally, talking to people in happy marriages can help. The true meaning of marriage is long-term harmony and connection. Besides the broken marriages, there are couples who are happy and sweet after many years of living together. Conversations with people in happy marriages can help reduce negative thoughts and gradually build trust and hope for a lasting connection. Step 3. Avoid negative discussions and readings about love and marriage. In addition to talking to happy couples, patients should avoid negative information about marital life. If you come across negative stories about marriage, it's best to skip them to maintain a positive mindset and avoid excessive fear. Step 4. Seek professional help if self-management methods aren't effective. Psychological therapy is the primary method for improving gamophobia. Doctors and specialists will choose the appropriate therapy based on each case and its severity, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT is a psychological therapy that focuses on changing negative thoughts and behaviors. This therapy helps patients identify and challenge negative thoughts about marriage and replace them with more positive and realistic ones. Exposure therapy. This therapy helps patients face their fears gradually and in a controlled manner. By slowly exposing themselves to the idea of marriage, they can learn to manage and reduce their anxiety. Gamophobia is a complex psychological condition that can significantly affect an individual's personal and social life. We need to understand the causes, symptoms, and treatment methods to help sufferers overcome their fears and regain joy in life, because everyone deserves a happier and more fulfilling life. It's the end of the video. Thank you for joining us today. And don't miss out on more videos from us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell icon.